Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to a Shoutcasted match in Ranked. It looks like it's a Ranked 5v. We've got Team Stay Classy versus Just for Thought. Just for Thoughts. And my name is Regards, and this is going to be my very first video shoutcasting a match. And I just wanted to give a few things before we get started here and let you know what I plan on doing with this, what I plan with doing with the channel, and what my eventual goals and hopes are. I love shoutcasting. I work in radio professionally, and I've done high school sports. I've done sports broadcasting. I love League of Legends. I would love the opportunity to shoutcast matches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at a few games via LOL Replay on the LOLreplay.com, and I'm going to take a look at them, watch them, shoutcast them. Not going to watch them beforehand. I want this to be as raw as possible. Take the opportunity to shoutcast it as I would if I was in a real gaming environment. So we're looking at a game here. With all that being said, we're looking at a game here between, like I said, we're looking at J4T, Just for Thought, and Stay Classy. I'm looking from the specifically from the angle of Triple V and Anaxamander, and I'm doing that for a reason. I'm looking for him, and I looked for a replay specifically with this opportunity to look from the view of a jungle. I know a lot of shoutcasters like to watch the bottom lane, like to kind of pay attention to what's going on there. I think the jungle is kind of the best way to go, especially early game, just to see what we're going to have happen. That's where a lot of the ganks are going to happen. A lot of the team fights, the early dragon fights, they're going to be centered around your jungler. And so we're getting things started. That laugh. That lab. Let's take a look at team comps here, as it looks like we're going to have kind of a usual start. I don't know if we're going to see really much of an invade, especially with Pantheon jungle. With Pantheon jungle, you can't mess it up early. Pantheon jungle, you have to gank early, you have to gank hard. He's a high-risk, high-reward jungler. So we're probably not going to see an invade. What we're going to see here is we're going to see a start at the Wolves, we're going to see it go to the blue, and we're going to go from there. Team comp-wise, we've got a pretty scary late game. Vayne and Tryndamere on the same team. Scary early game with LeBlanc versus a Zilean. And Zilean versus LeBlanc, man, that's a fight you don't see often in competitive play or solo queue, because you don't really see Zilean too much in solo queue. You don't see LeBlanc too much in competitive play. Recently you have because of Reginald, but outside of that you really don't see the two against each other. So I'm kind of interested to see how that plays out. Zilean has one of the highest bursts of an AP carry, level 9. Obviously LeBlanc has probably the highest burst at level 9, early mid game, and so we'll see. They're definitely going to have to keep an eye on that mid lane. Bottom lane, don't underestimate Misfortune Alistar versus a Sona Vayne. Sona Vayne, very, very strong bottom lane, but we're also looking at a very tough AoE, a lot of CC. Misfortune has a pretty good slow when it comes to her AoE shot. I'm not entirely sure what it's called. And Alistar, of course, with his knockback, his heads up, is a lot of damage. We're actually going to see, it looks like we're going to see Anaxamander, Amumu, go here and steal some from the Pantheon jungle, which isn't surprising because Amumu's got a fast jungle. A lot of AoE with Tantrum and Despair. He's able to take it fast. We'll see if we encounter anything from Pantheon. I think Amumu would get away from Pantheon just fine. So we're going to see him take that, level 2. We're probably not going to see a gank from Amumu. That looks like he's going in here. He doesn't have bandage toss, so I'm not sure what he's going to probably just go in here. Actually grabs a level. That's kind of a smart idea. Walks through mid lane, grabs a level up from the one creep. And that's something you see at high elo. You get kind of a heads up. Know where your EXP is. That gives him a quick level 3, and he's going to continue on with his own jungle. Looking down bottom lane, we're seeing Vayne and Misfortune kind of staying close to close. I mean, you haven't seen too many waves of creeps yet, so you can't really take a look at CS too quickly. Surprising here, though, this is tough for a Singed. Singed to push this far, he's about half health. Pantheon is an early ganker, and he ganks hard early, so it's kind of surprising. He does throw down the Ignite on Tryndamere, possibly to stop him from healing, and looks like that's not really going to do a whole lot. There's going to be a little bit of a sparring match here, and we're going to see Amumu level 4. We're going to see a mid. Zilean actually out-harassing LeBlanc, and that could possibly be because Amumu came in, scared a little bit. Scared her a little bit with the mid just kind of walking in there, giving a little bit of a presence, giving Zilean a little bit more time to work on CS. So we're going to see Amumu come in here. I'm actually kind of surprised. I have to say I am surprised that Amumu didn't come in through the brush up here and decided to do a ninja gank. A little bit surprised. It may have been a good idea, may have been a total waste, not sure. Anyways, gave Mumu a little more CC and allows for Singe to get back into lane pretty safely. We're going to see a gank down here. And notice Pantheon. Pantheon's level 3 right now. Level 3. And, ooh, missed first blood. That was Zilean over LeBlanc. That was a bad miss. That was my bad on that one. Kind of surprising. Zilean taking the first blood over LeBlanc. But we are looking for a setup gank here. And we see that Sona in the brush here waiting to do something. He's waiting to be able to get in. That's why they're pushing the lane forward. It'll be interesting. We'll see if they can push it forward fast enough. Here comes Pantheon, and Pantheon's sitting in this bush right here. They know he's in that bush, though. They saw him with the ward. So now they're kind of wondering, does he go back? Does he sit in there? They're not entirely sure. There he goes in for the gank, hits him hard, and there goes Misfortune. I don't know why they played so close. They knew Pantheon was in that bush, but that's all right. Pantheon's going to get out of there, and that's going to be an early gank kill for Sona. Amumu now comes in, and we're not totally sure on the wards there. He is going to definitely get the kill. There's no way that they're going to be able to get out of this one. Amumu is going to be able to get a kill, at least on Sona. It looks like Vayne is going to get a kill on Alistar, maybe? Yep, he's going to get that. It'll be interesting to see if Amumu gets the kill here. That is huge for Amumu. I'll tell you what, Amumu can do damage. Amumu can carry a game from the jungle. He's got the red buff. He gets stunned by Pantheon. Pantheon lays it down. He hits her one more time. Cakes the Vayne! Beautiful play from Anaxamander. We'll see if he can get away from Pantheon. Hits it with the bandage toss going out of there. If he can get back up to the turret, that is going to be golden. He's going to have Misfortune show up there. She could lay down the slow. Bada bing, bada boom. So, not too terrible. We saw a 2-for-2 exchange. We saw Misfortune die. We saw Alistar die. We saw Sona die. And we also saw, we saw Vayne almost die. So, actually, it was a 2-for-1 kill. No, excuse me, 2-for-2. Vayne did die. Gotta think here for a second. So it was a 2-for-2 kill. Amumu was going to be up 2-2, and he's actually going to grab 2 GP gold per items really quickly here, and that's nice. Additional 5 gold every 10 seconds, another additional right there. That's a nice pickup. Some of them was actually run the gold per 10 quints as well, and I'm not entirely sure if you can see that here in the stats. I don't think so, but that's potent. On jungler like Amumu. I'm kind of surprised he didn't go with the Heart of Gold, but it looks like he's got enough health on his own. You know, he really tanked enough damage there. It looks like he's going to go with a bit of an AP build. Very, very, very low Zilean. Zilean's going to back out of there. Smart idea before he gets bursted down by LeBlanc. That could have been a close one. He's going to call in for Amumu to come in and take the CS. Look at all the CS, too. That's one thing. You never underestimate the amount of CS that you can pick up as a jungler when you're coming in here. Look at this. That quick level 2 and that quick gank puts him up level 6. He's even over the mid lane. That also is a LeBlanc that died, though, so you can't miss that. We've got Singe harassing Tryndamere in the lane. It looks like Singe probably going to lay down. Oh, a gank in from Pantheon. This could be dangerous for him. He does lay down his ultimate, so he has a lot of mana regeneration, a lot of health regeneration. He's going to run around out there, make sure to grab the CS before he backs out. It looks like Pantheon's going to have to get out of there. One thing I wish with LOL replay, I could see the health bars. That's one thing you can't see. We're going to see a gank come in from Amumu. He lays down his ultimate, lays that down. That's definitely a dead LeBlanc. The bomb, the ignite, done. So another pickup for Amumu, that gives him an assist. That's another pickup for Zilean. That's great. You want your Zilean to grab early kills. You want him to get that high potential burst early on. You want him to get a lot of items to go along with that. That is a wonderful, wonderful early start, especially for Zilean. So looking in here, and I don't think Pantheon's not level 6 now, so you don't really have to worry about the Pantheon gank coming in here. He's level 4, and Pantheon's falling behind hard. That's one thing about Pantheon. He falls behind hard when it comes to jungling. If he doesn't keep up, he falls behind hard, and he's level 4 right now, and we've got a 5-7-7-5-7. Even the lane support is higher level than him, and that's going to hurt him. Coming back to mid lane, we do see that Zilean is pushed up pretty far over LeBlanc, and I say this all the time, don't underestimate the power of an AP champ that can clear out waves fast. People like Zilean, people like Twisted Fate. Oh, here comes in the gank. He's going to try to stop him. Wonder if he can lay down his ultimate in time. Doesn't look like he's going to need to. In fact, he bursts back LeBlanc that fast. That's the potency of a Zilean mid, is he's able to burst her back just hard enough, and man, right there, it was a smart move by LeBlanc putting in the Mimic. We saw a missed kill there from Alistar dying. We saw Pantheon come in here, and I'm sure it was a pretty typical gank from Pantheon coming in, stunning. We didn't have a Tri-Brush ward, so that's probably where he came in from, is there's no Tri-Brush ward here. We do have a ward here, but there's no Tri-Brush ward. When it comes to playing on the purple side, this is something a lot of people miss, is there's two entrances from the other side. You've got the Tri-Brush entrance here, and you've got the entrance up here. They've got to come through one or the other, or they're going to have to come in through up here. So as long as you have those two warded, you're doing all right. Miss Fortune's going to get zoned here pretty hard, and if you look at the CS, she's got 58 versus the Vayne 60, and they're playing steadily close, so they're doing all right. And we're seeing this Tryndamere just stay alive over this Singed, and Singed is doing a great job of harassing him. However, the Tryndamere is doing a good job of harassing back. We look at the Tryndamere CS 50 compared to the Singed 70, right around 70, and that's not surprising. You're going to see a Singed pretty well farm against any melee champion. He should be able to farm pretty decently. Getting back into the action here, taking a peek. As another thing to take a peek at here, and this is because of LOL replay, they can't really see it. 21 CS versus 54 for the Amumu, and Amumu now has three GP5 items. That's huge, big. So we see Singe just harass and bully the crap out of Tryndamere. I mean, he just there is no. It looks like he left no mercy when it came to that Tryndamere, and we're seeing him grab the quick. I wonder if we'll see. I'll take a step back, actually collect my thoughts here. I wonder if we'll see a double Will of the Ancients from Amumu and Singed, which would be a huge help for Amumu, for Singed, and also Zilean. We're seeing Amumu set up for a gank, possibly mid. Now, the nice thing is, because of how squishy LeBlanc is, and we'll see what she's going with the double Dorans, with how squishy she is, if he lands on a bandage toss, he could potentially kill her, and it looks like actually Zilean got bullied out of the lane, so he's just going to come in and grab some CS. But if you've got that full health Zilean, full health Amumu comes in, he could tower dive her well enough. He could do enough damage with his ultimate, with his bandage toss and everything, and Zilean could do enough damage to kill her, and she would have nothing. It's one of the nice things about having an Amumu as a jungler, and we're steadily seeing the rise back of Amumu. Amumu was probably 6-7 months ago. We're seeing a gank here down mid. It looks like Pantheon back in, takes the flash, jumps in, grabs the stun on Miss Fortune. They're giving a lot of damage to Miss Fortune. It looked like Miss Fortune died. Oh, nope, she's up here. She got away. I can't tell sometimes with this LOL replay, but it looks like she got away just fine with enough health, about half health, and it looks like Alistair also got away. But to finish, it looks like they took the mid tower to finish my thoughts. I don't really remember my thoughts were, so we're gonna keep going. Oh boy, so we're looking at a mid gank come in here. I'm gonna fast forward this up a little bit here. We'll take a look and see what happens. It looks like Amumu comes in with the ultimate, with the stun, lays it down. They're gonna get a kill on Sona. They'll get the kill on Vayne as well. All they need is one CS on her. Yep, dead. Not CS. We're looking for a CC, and it looks like Amumu picks up his third kill, second assist, and he's getting nice and fed. Zilean's getting nice and fed as he got the kill on Sona, and that Pantheon came in, backed out, realized there was nothing he could do. Another thing to keep an eye on, watch this. You look how he just used his Oracle. We just saw it down there. He just used it now. That's a great play. Sometimes when you're a jungler, when you're roaming around, and it's a good idea sometimes for junglers to pick up the first Oracle. If you are a jungler, if you're doing fine, you grab an Oracle, don't use it until you absolutely think that there's going to be a ward in lane, because you might die, there might be something that happens, and at least you didn't lose that Oracle. However, you know that there might be a ward here. They might have the dragon. They grab dragon. There might be a ward here. There might be a ward here. You lay it. You throw on the Oracle. When you think there's going to be a ward, use it then. You don't need to waste it, just in case. So it's going to be a big grab for just for thought. Big dragon grab. They got the 0 for 2 exchange, or 2 for 0 exchange, I should say, against the Vayne Sona. That means they're not allowing Vayne to get that much CS. She's going to be denied all that CS while she's out of lane. It looks like Miss Fortune's going to pick a lot of it up. Watch this. Miss Fortune, 88 CS. Vayne, 78 CS. So she's slowly pulling away. That's almost about a champion kill. It's probably about 4 CS, and she'll pick that up here. A champion kill away of a champion kill worth more of CS. It's about 14, between 14 and 17, depending on what part of the game and you know what kind of kill it is. And so you're going to see Miss Fortune start to pull away here. She Vayne does keep up though with the 2 kills and 2 deaths here. We're still seeing Singed. I love this. The Singed is just not allowing Tryndamere to do anything, and I'm kind of surprised because of how tanky Singed is getting. And taking a look at what he's got his Will of the Ancients, which means he's going to be getting a lot of health from his Poison Trail. He's also got the Ninja Tabby, and that's going to, remember, this is before the Sejuani. Did I pronounce that right? Sejuani? I don't know. I don't think I did. That's before, and we see the Sona ult. I'm coming back to that. We saw the Sona ult, and that's going to be a kill on Vayne, a death for Misfortune. That Sona ult, so powerful, and definitely worth it, even if you get one champ in there and it kills her. Great dodge on the part of Dance Master 2 from Classy. Although the bomb does get off on Sona, that's probably going to be a death for Zilean, a kill for Zilean. Pantheon comes in with the ult, lays it down on Amumu. It looks like Amumu is probably going to die. The spear toss in there, done. It looks like Pantheon going to try to get Alistar as well. We'll see if he does get Alistar. He's going to back away saying, nah, not necessarily for me. Actually, he's going to see here that the Zilean almost dead. Surprise, Zilean must have used his ult on somebody else because Zilean just obviously died there. Pantheon came back in for that look just to see. We're going to see Singed come here. Singed comes in. He's going to be looking for that kill on Vayne, and I don't know if he's going to get it, honestly. We're going to see some heavy silence, some possible heavy stuns. Actually, smart move, beautiful move from Alistar saying, hey, we can't grab Vayne. Let's grab Pantheon instead. So Singed flings him, grabs him with the CC. There he is. There was the toss onto Vayne, and that was a I mean, this is turning out to be a 2 for 4 exchange for Team Just for Thought. If he can catch up to her, which it doesn't even look like he's going to try. He's like, why even worry about that? I can do enough damage to Sona. He's going to run in there. That's one. He's just taking turret damage. And they're like, yeah, who cares? Going against Sona, does the fling, hits her. That's going to be a dead Sona. LeBlanc just trying to figure out what to do here. Looks like he's going to lay a lot of damage on Misfortune. I'm kind of surprised she did that much damage onto Misfortune. Misfortune almost dying. But definitely proceeding with caution was LeBlanc. You don't want to lose that blue buff. You don't want to lose that early game, that early mid game, because that's more or less what this is. A lot of people like to split the game up into 3 sections: mid, early, mid, late game. I like to throw 2 more in there. I like to throw in, and we're looking at Amumu coming in here, possibly going to try to catch him under the tower. He can tell that there's not a ward here, and so he's going to come in, take the CS. It looks like he's probably not even going to worry. He might try to bait him into attacking, but I don't think Tryndamere is going to probably do that. I'm going to make him back out of lane. And Singed is going to pick up a lot of the CS. It looks like actually Zilean coming in here for the gank. Zilean lays down the bomb, does the damage. He's got the red buff, so he's laying down the slow. He's going to put his Endless Rage on. We'll see if Amumu can catch him in his ultimate. He grabs him in the ultimate, and that's a dead Tryndamere. However, Pantheon coming in, hopefully getting a little bit of revenge. Amumu is low. He was ignited. He's going to lay down the spear. Hopefully, if he gets the stun on him. Oh, and the flash! Beautiful flash from Amumu. Oh my goodness. That's a flash that I would have failed. That's a flash that would have flashed right into the wall and it would have been done. So we see a flash from Pantheon as well to save. They're going to go instead change their target to LeBlanc. LeBlanc gets hit by that heavy Zilean bomb, and that's going to be it's going to be another 2-0 exchange for Team Just for Thought. We're going to see Tryndamere go down. We're going to see LeBlanc go down. Beautiful flash from Amumu. That was just a beautiful flash. Look at, he got away with what, roughly 300, probably regenerate a lot of that 300 health. Great move. So take a recap of the game right now. We've got 1 dragon up over Team Classy, the dragon going to Just for Thought, the first dragon. We've got Singed coming in here for the gank on Sona. Singed laying down the poison trail. Sona's going to lay down her ultimate underneath the tower. Pantheon coming in for the gank. Will he be able to grab one of them? No, he just wanted to scare him off. Scare them off he did, and that's going to make them back off just for a little bit, but probably not enough to take the tower. Looks like Just for Thought's going to take the tower, lay down the damage, and they're going to proceed to tower number 2. Taking a recap here, just take a look at how the match is going. We've got a Zilean that's nice and fed, 5-1, 94 CS over a LeBlanc that's 1-3-0 and 55 CS. We're seeing a gank in, possibly LeBlanc onto Zilean. Zilean taking damage, not a whole lot of damage though. He's already got his Rod of Ages, which means he's got a good amount of health, good amount of mana pool going there. He's a little bit more tanky than your average caster with the Rod of Ages, at least health-wise. He'll be able to sustain that damage against LeBlanc, who LeBlanc just picking up her needlessly large rod. Keeping up with that recap. Look at this. Single digits, single digits, single digits. We've got 3 single digits. All the rest of Team Just for Thought, all in their double digit level wise. And actually Sona falling behind hard. 2 gold per 5 versus the Alistar, gold per 5. He's already got his mana manipulator. He's got some wards in the bank. So she's going to go around, ward up a little bit, but definitely a big... That's the thing. That's the nice thing. When you start rolling the support roll, when it starts rolling with everybody else, the ability to buy more wards, to buy more pink wards, to be able to buy items like mana manipulator, just going to help your team as a whole. Getting back into the recap, though, I keep getting distracted from that, as we're going to see them set up here, try to take the red. There's going to be another dragon kill for Team Just for Thought. There's just no way that they're going to be able to... there's no way Stay Classy is going to be able to get back in there. They know that they took it. They had a ward laid there. We saw Sona lay down a ward right around that area, but they're not going to be able to keep up with it. Alistar coming in with the knock-up head-up. That is going to be a dead Pantheon if he lays down his ultimate. We'll see. Yep, he lays down his ultimate. He's going to get the kill. That's one thing. AoE stuns like Sona's, like Amumu's, they're worth it. They're worth it early game to get just the single kill on people. We're seeing Amumu go in, do a little bit of damage to Vayne, backing off, realizing that a lot of his team is not there. You've got Misfortune and Zillion there, but Amumu could possibly get pretty badly hurt. We see Vayne go in. Beautiful knock-up from Alistar. That's going to be a dead Vayne. We might see... we'll see if they push it. I would be really surprised if they push it. Even with Tryndamere there, there's not a lot they can do. That's a 3v4 situation. You've got blue buff on Amumu. You've got a Zillion who, he's got his Rod of Ages. He's pretty full on health, pretty full. If this is right, I'm not really sure if this is right, he would have his ultimate up as well. So we're going to see everybody get back in there. Zillion kind of looking to lay down a few bombs on a few people. I mean, Zillion's, you cannot underestimate the damage of Zillion with his level 9, which he's way past level 9 at this point. He's level 13, but the damage he can do when he lays down the bomb, rewind, lay down another bomb, that is a ton of damage. Not to get all freak on you or anything like that. Tons of damage. Oh, and Alistar goes down with the hit from LeBlanc. Now, that would have been a lot worse had Alistar had his Oracle. However, he didn't need to because we saw a kill there from Singe, just bullying, following around and bullying that Tryndamere all game, doing work to him. And we're gonna see an interesting AP build, or at least an AP tanky build from Amumu. We see this with a lot of pros now, is that they're building a lot more AP on Amumu than the classic standard just tank, because he does do decent damage. I think he's got a 0.5. Actually, if you look at this, this is a 1. This is exactly a 1. Bandage shot's not gonna do that much. This is about a half AP ratio, 0.5 AP ratio. And this is a 100 AP ratio, or a 1-to-1 AP ratio, and so that's going to do a lot of damage if you build enough AP. And you don't need to build too much. Don't ever underestimate. You've got 250 plus 105, a little over 300 or 300 and a half, and you can't underestimate the damage of doing 500 damage to an entire team. That's huge. That's very significant if you can catch them all in one bandage, or all in one curse of the sad. That's really what it's called? I didn't know that. There you go. Look how fast she runs with that. Watch out, Sonic. You've got a contender. So we're taking a peek here at this, and I mean, it's obvious. Just for Thought is obviously winning this one, and winning it pretty handedly, especially at the 21 mark here. We've got Amumu 5-1-4, 122 CS versus the level 10 Pantheon, who's 1-2-2, who has currently 56 CS, and we're seeing Amumu go through and kind of knock out wards. And don't underestimate CS on a jungler. It's a little bit skewed because of the jungle creeps and how they cost this and they don't cost that, but it's still pretty powerful. We're going to see a gank come in here on Vayne. That is going to be a dead Vayne unless she can get out of there, but I highly doubt she's going to be able to get out of there. Looks close. Is he going to be... No, he's not going to be able to get it off. And a last-minute heal from Sona, and that's going to save her. The bombs from Cillian, especially with the needlessly large rod now and over 200 AP, probably would have killed her at that point. So we're seeing them come in. We're looking for a team fight to start up, and look at this CS. Look at this damage here. And the CS here from Amumu, and oh, Zilean getting hit, lays down his ultimate last minute, beautiful ultimate from Zilean. I can't believe he did that. We're looking at Alistar come in, he headsbutts in the Pantheon. A little bit surprised that he didn't go for the, actually that was a smart move, that was a well-played move by LeBlanc. You can tell a well-played LeBlanc when she can control and mimic like that, but she does eventually die. Smart move from Alistar, I take that back, as he headbutted in the Pantheon, knowing that it was a fake LeBlanc, it was the deceived LeBlanc. I think I'm saying that right. We're seeing Tryndamere go in. Tryndamere's semi-farm. He's got his Phantom Dancers trying to do damage to Misfortune. Misfortune down, hurting. She's going to go in there, lay down her ultimate, not able to put down the full thing and kill Vayne or Sona in the process. I'll tell you what, if Tryndamere wasn't there, that would have been a dead Sona. That would have been a dead Vayne. We're going to see Amumu die, though, on the Tryndamere kill. Tryndamere doing work, goes in after Zilean, and we'll see. This is interesting. If Tryndamere can get this triple kill, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. Maybe. We'll see. Zilean doing some mega damage onto... Oh, and there goes. Does Zilean get the kill? Nope, he doesn't get the kill. Enough lifesteal. So, great play. That's a 3-2 exchange. This late in the game, this far behind, 3-2 is still a lot. You're still going down. And look at this Singe. The Singe is just laughing in the face of LeBlanc, who just goes in. He's going to get the kill on LeBlanc. He probably is going to get the kill here on Vayne, possibly. Nope, doesn't look like it. Sorry, LOL replay went out there. Vayne does get the kill. The Silver Bullet's obviously chewing through the tankiness of Singed, and so we're not going to see that, but man, that's Singed. Singed just gets so tanky, so beastly. So we're not going to see the double will of the Ancients. I'm a little bit surprised. I do see a lot of Hex Tech Revolvers being placed on Amumu's now, especially out of the jungle. I kind of thought we would see the double will of the Ancients. Doesn't look like we're going to see it. Maybe possibly because Zilean doesn't do sustained magic damage. He does short chunks, and so running Spell Vamp on him, I guess, isn't... It would be basically the same as running Spell Vamp on somebody like LeBlanc. Looks like Ginormous Noob from Just for Thought getting a little bit caught in there as he's going in, trying to do a little bit of damage, maybe possibly fish somebody out of there. We're going to see a setup. It looks like Moon was going to roll in looking for possibly blue buff. They have it warded. They know that it's there. They know that a ward was just placed there, so they're probably not going to get it. They are going to contest it, though, as Amumu looking to go in. Probably going to try to do that bandage toss in. Doesn't have his full team there. Probably not a smart idea. Singed a little bit late to the party, and so it's not going to be worth it. It looks like Class is going to try to get out. The Singe is in there now. It looks like he's going to go in. He's going to hit two people with his ultimate. Sona laying down her ultimate, and Singed going in now. Gotta keep that Tryndamere out of there. Great headbutt from Alistar. A dead LeBlanc. Great play by Misfortune. We see that Sona's going to get killed here by Amumu, who's harassing her. It was well played to keep Tryndamere out of there. I don't know why Tryndamere is going after Amumu here, although we are going to see a dead Amumu, and it's going to be Singed and Alistar left with three on the other team left. A surprising... Where is Zilean? Oh, Zilean... Split push Zilean. Split push Zilean obviously doing work. Wow. I can't believe they did that without Zilean. Zilean's going to do work, though, on this tower, and it looks like he's going to try to take the bottom tower after that exchange. It was a 3-2 exchange. They're going to ping out Dragon, try to go for Dragon. I can't remember. It looks like blue buff went to Singed. So whoever took the blue buff was killed by Singed, which is a nice pickup for Singed. Singed at this point, 8-1. Man, that Singed is playing tough. Zilean getting harassed by Tryndamere. Can we see it? He's gonna have to lay down his ultimate. He lays down his. Does he lay? I can't tell if he laid down his ultimate. I thought I heard the. I thought I heard that it was laid down. Yep, it looks like it was laid down. LeBlanc bursts him, but he had his ultimate up, so he'll come back almost full health, half mana. Wow, that ultimate is game-changing. Alright, Just for Thought going to go back and heal, going to prepare for the next team fight. Misfortune going to go in solo Dragon. That's going to be 3 dragons to none for Just for Thought over Stay Classy. And, you know, it said a lot in pros, it's said a lot in competitive play. In solo queue, you can't underestimate the importance of grabbing Dragon. 100 and 180, 190 gold for each teammate. Oh, and this Misfortune caught in the worst way possible. She is just going to get destroyed unless she has Flash out of there, which she does not, and she's going to get caught and die. Which, trying to go for the red, A little bit worth it. Maybe in retrospect, not so worth it, especially without your team all there. Now the other team is going to get it. They'll probably give it to Tryndamere. Again, I wish I could lift the Fog of War. I wish I had that ability, but I don't. So we're going to fast forward this just a little bit. It's been a pretty constant, a lot happening in this game. So it hasn't been much of a use to fast forward. There's been a lot going on, and so we're going to keep taking a look here. It looks like they're going to call for a push top, which is interesting. We're going to see Zilean keep going down, and I think it makes sense why Zilean. I'm a little bit surprised, but Zilean, like that level 9 burst is what he really is great for in his ultimate in team fights. But if he can go and take all these minions and farm the minions, push out the wave, and keep pushing it as much as possible, that's gonna cause Classy to make a choice. Do you go down and you stop the push, or do you go up and engage the team fight? Because you're so far behind in levels, you don't have anybody that's really doing well. Tryndamere's kind of doing well. He had that 3-0 exchange earlier, but that was pretty much it. Besides that, he would be 1-2 and 2. And so what do you do? Looks like they're going to go down. They're just going to split it up. They're going to defend the top. They're going to let that even out, and they're going to go and defend their bottom tower, which is going to open up a Baron for Team Just for Thought. And I'm shocked. I'm shocked that they weren't. Obviously, they're going to come in there, but there's no way they're going to be getting in there in time. Amumu staying in there. Hopefully gets the smite. Got the smite. Got the Baron. LeBlanc falling hard. This is going to be a dead Tryndamere. I wonder if Tryndamere didn't have his ultimate there. If he did, that may have been a smart idea just not to use it. Why use it when you can come in and use it maybe possibly for a better opportunity? Sin's going to come in and harass Sona quite a bit. And he's so tanky. He has so much health regen and so much mana regen when he throws down that ultimate, especially when he's level 18, that he could take the turret. That's going to be a dead Sona. Poof! Just like that. Like that sound effect. I have my own soundboard I'm using. Okay, maybe not. We're going to see an inhibitor go down. I wouldn't be too surprised. There's Pantheon coming in. And Pantheon, I don't know if Pantheon disconnected and maybe I missed it, but Pantheon back behind by 3 levels may possibly be the reason why they're so far behind as they are. We haven't really seen him do too much. And we're going to see a tower go down. We're going to see another tower go down. That must have been the surrender. GG's going out to everybody. Yeah, there's the surrender. And that is game. So just for thought, taking it over Stay Classy, I would have to give MVP there to Singed. Amumu did a great job. Singed controlled that top against a Tryndamere that obviously is a great Tryndamere. Obviously this dude knows how to play Tryndamere. That Singed just controlled top, did a great job of pushing it, did a great job of causing pressure in that top lane, forcing the ganks from Pantheon over there. Pantheon cannot gank. After a while, Singed just gets so tanky that you can't gank Singed, especially if you're Pantheon, especially if you're falling behind as Pantheon. So I'm not sure if there's a DC that got out of there, if a DC happened on Pantheon or what exactly happened there, but great win from Just for Thought. And so thank you for watching this shoutcasting of a ranked 5. Please like the video, comment on it below, let me know what I could do better, what I did wrong, what I could do to improve my vocal quality, what I could do to improve my video quality, anything like that. I'm open to anything, open to everything. Love you guys. Thank you so much for listening.